Yo, what's up YouTube? Today's video we're going to be reacting to video games that fell off the camera quality and stuff, and my audio might be worse because I'm on my other iPad, but it'll still be a good video, I hope.
So within the past several years, it seems like there's been a trend of video games that drop with huge popularity and then fall off into oblivion. I've noticed...
Bro, what the hell just happened to that guy? He was like, he just jumped. Like, this is the little guy, he went, ooh, and then went.
Some of them seem to have a much slower decline, and then others just fall off within the first week. But yeah, so today we're going to be taking a look at some of the huge games that had the...
Okay, so we got Among Us, Fall Guys, Minecraft. I don't know what that Scooby game is right there. And then, oh my god, we got Halo, Apex Legends, and I don't know that other game.
Easiest fall off within the modern era of gaming. Alright, so I'd like to point out real quick that not all these games I mentioned are necessarily dead.
I think it's saying Rainbow Six Siege, but what the hell pictures are this guy showing?
When I say fall off, that could be referring to the gameplay, player enjoyment of the game, the hype for the game, relevancy, and a whole bunch of other things. But yeah, let's get right into it. I think we started seeing a lot of games follow this trend shortly after the popularity of Fortnite and just the Battle Royale mode in general. These games completely changed the model we saw in gaming from this point on. A lot of games started to focus on the live service model, and around this time, you would start to see a lot more battle passes, item shops, and basically everything that you would find in Fortnite. But while it worked for Fortnite in most cases, it was kind of as in other games. Right after Fortnite and the other Battle Royale games,
why does this guy just show the most random things, like a naked gorilla? What are you doing? Nate, what are you doing, man?
Random Battle Royale games that came up too. Some of them were actually kind of cool and fun to play, and the others were kind of dog shit. I feel like Apex Legends and Call of Duty Warzone were probably the only
PUBG is ass, bro. I remember I played it in an airport in like 2017 once. It was good, but Loki's still ass.
Royale games that I can think of to come out after Fortnite and still live on, but everything else pretty much got completely forgotten about. Even Call of Duty dropped its first Battle Royale mode called Blackout before Warzone. That didn't last too long outside the game it was in, even though the game mode itself wasn't too bad. Even some of the original Battle Royale games before Fortnite fell off, like H1Z1 and PUBG. But yeah, I'd say that these were some of the first games to fall off.
PUBG. But why are you just slaughtering a cow?
The modern era. Another game even before that, which I completely forgot about, was Pokemon Go. I never really got into it that much, but I remember it was actually insane how popular it was at the time. Like, if you just walked outside for a few minutes, you see an entire swarm of people who are all playing the game. Now, I did a little bit of research, and it seems like the game's popularity has kind of been on a bit of a roller coaster going up and down. And even though it's not...
Bro, I have not heard a singular person talk about Pokemon Go for, like, so long, bro. I don't even know how long. I say, I don't think I'm black or anything, I just say cuck, like, I don't know, my vocabulary or some shit.
Not as popular as it was back in 2016 or the 2017 era. I still know some people who play it to this day, and I'm pretty sure it still has a play.
Ain't no way, bro, ain't no way some people still play it. The guy was like, hey guys, I'm a nerd, do you want to see my Charizard? Like, shut up, I don't care about your Pokemon Go, cuh.
Completely dead or anything, but it definitely does seem like it fell off compared to where it was. So the next game I can think of in this timeline of games that fell off is Overwatch. I'm gonna go through this one quick also because I'm not super informed and I only played for a little bit back in the day. But after doing some research, it basically seems
I never played Overwatch. I feel like it's a good game.
Fell off because Blizzard, the company in charge of the game, was getting hella greedy, and the launch of Overwatch 2 was a colossal failure. I think this is another specific case where the player count isn't necessarily dead because there's still a lot of players who play the game, but the quality definitely fell off compared to what it used to be.
Oh my god, bro. Bro, that's not any... Bro, hey. What the hell are you doing, bro? Come on. I gotta get my getaway.
A lot nowadays is the greed from these publisher companies like Activision.
You never know. I got copyrighted. You should go check out my videos if you made it this far, and like and subscribe, but on my one video about Impractical Jokers, just a random part got copyrighted, and I think people are allowed, from some reasons, not allowed to see it or something.
I kind of understand from a business point of view, but I feel like at some point you're going to get into more and more situations like this where people are eventually just going to get fed up. But yeah, if y'all know anything about Overwatch 2, feel free to add on to this in the comments. Now, similar to Overwatch, we got Call of Duty. I feel like this is one of the weirdest games on the list because pretty much
Call of Duty, bro, I feel like no, okay, damn.
Everyone who plays COD.
Oh, bro, Sunny D too. He has good ass videos to react to, bro. If your reaction, like big reaction channel's gonna watch my videos, but if they do, bro, I don't know.
That the series fell off hard as shit. And that every game that comes out just gets more and more garbage, yet it still has a gigantic player base that keeps breaking records over and over. Now, I'm not gonna lie here, this is honestly the players' fault. Every single year, they be dropping some bullshit, and we keep getting tricked into thinking, oh, this is gonna be the game that saves COD. And then they be dropping the most horrific piece of ass we've ever played, and we eat that shit up. They be charging $70 for a recycled game, and on top of that, they've got some of the most aggressive live service schemes out there. Back in Black Ops 2, you could buy an entire camo for like $2, and nowadays some weapon skins or blueprints cost you like $30 just to use on one weapon, and it's actually wild. And as far as gameplay goes, every year it seems like it keeps getting worse and worse and more watered down every single time. I feel like the last Call of Duty game that most people agree was great was probably...
I used to play Call of Duty, like, in, like, 2020. Like, back when, like, that one guy with the cuff was like, 2020 just got even crazier. I think I still see some of my guys' videos. Nostalgia, I guess.
Black Ops 3, and that came out all the way back in 2015. After that, there's been a few games that have split opinions, but for the most part, it's just been straight goofy. But for real though, as long as we keep supporting and buying these games, it's just going to get worse and worse. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, that's kind of on us. So the last gigantic size game that I wanted to mention was Minecraft. Now, I know this might be controversial.
Nah, bro, the 2-week Minecraft phase, if you don't know what that is, bro, just click off the video right now, bro. But that 2-week Minecraft phase, that'd be low-key hidden. I've had a few of those, bro. The only true one was in this one world. I forgot what it was called. I think it was called, like, Poop or something, bro. We were, like, so far from spawn, bro. We like, had a mushroom biome near us. There was, like, a village on, like, a slip of land. And then there was an ancient city in, like, a hill and shit, bro. And then my friend, he, like, took my pants. So then I burned his, like, books and shit. So he burned my house. And then we just fought. And then that's how the world ended. I had another friend too. He was not doing shit, bro. And they were all... I know you're here to watch the video, not me. But it was like... Shit. I had to, like, do my detective skills to, like, find them. So they, like, said, oh, bro, he's so close to you. He's 1,000 blocks and shit. So I used that and... got to them, you know? Like, damn. I gotta stop.
Because it's still one of the most popular games in the world, and millions of people still play it every day. But I feel like I've been seeing a lot of people mention that the game has fell off. I think what they mean by that is that the gameplay just isn't fun anymore, and I low-key completely understand.
No, bro, like, the new update and shit with, like, that hammer thing, I haven't used it yet. I'm probably gonna, like, hop on later or some shit. But, Minecraft's good. Yeah, I feel like it's a good game. But I'm making this video too long, bro. It's about to be a 21-minute video.
I used to be able to play for hours at a time, alone or with friends. Nowadays, it's the kind of game where you hop on for a couple weeks and then you don't touch it for another year. This idea is
bro, the 2-week phase. That's what I'm saying.
Common between players that people came up with the phrase the 2-week Minecraft phase. I think that this is because nowadays, once you complete everything in a short amount of time, there's nothing really much to do after that. And every single time the Minecraft phase, I think that this is because nowadays, once you complete everything in a short amount of time, there's nothing really much to do after that. And every single time they're about to drop an update, it seems like we have to pick between this and shit, and we hardly get anything. But yeah, I know this one might be controversial, so let me know what y'all think. Alright, so this next game is a game that brings a tear to my eye. Back in 2020, Among Us...
Among Us! Bro, that's where the word sus came from, bro. Sussy baka, sus, imposter. It's not supposed to be funny, I'm just saying. That's probably... It's like the OG brain rot.
And it was one of the most popular, if not the most popular game at the time. At its peak, the game had 438,000 concurrent players in the game playing at once. It's just Steam alone, not including the mobile version. I think the main reason was that this was during COVID when everyone was bored and had nothing to do. And Among Us was like...
Oh, bro, I remember COVID. It was 5th grade, bro, when that shit struck, bro. No, it was like 4th grade for me. I'm in 8th grade. It was 4th grade for me. I was long ass. I'm gonna look.
For everyone at the time. Nowadays, though, the game usually only has about a few thousand people playing it at a time. There was a bunch of updates that might have contributed to the downfall of the game, but overall, there wasn't even anything crazy that happened. It just kind of started to get boring after a while. To be honest, I feel like this was inevitable because it was just a party game that was meant to be played for a short period of time. But even then, I don't really know how it died that badly considering where it was at. This is one of the games on the list where I would definitely hope for a comeback for it, but I don't know if that day will ever come. Fall Guys was another game that had a very similar run to Among Us. The game had its peak popularity at about the same time, and it got huge for its simple yet fun gameplay. Unfortunately, though, this game had a steep downfall just like Among Us did. The game wasn't ever as popular as Among Us, but it still was really popular at the time, especially considering it was like $20 at launch and didn't even have crossplay. One thing that's just a little bit different, though, is that this game actually did almost have a little comeback around June of 2022, where you can see the player count spike up a bit. I'm pretty sure this is also around the time where Epic Games bought the game, but it didn't last long, though.
I mean, yeah, Epic Games is good, bro. Only games I know is they made Fortnite, bro. That's all I know, bro. But yeah, Fall Guys. I forgot to download it. I've never played it before. I just downloaded it because it's free, I guess. I don't know.
Since the player count has still been sitting at around a few thousand concurrent players, these two games were hella fun, though. And I played Fall Guys recently, actually, and I still
don't ever show that shit again, bro. What the fuck?
I had a good time with it. So yeah, hopefully these games make a comeback at some point.
I think I understand why they were so popular, because it's like the same thing, like you have this little guy and you have to do shit, right?
Summer of 2021, we had Splitgate, and this is probably one of my favorites on the list. It actually had a little alpha that came back in 2019, I believe, but it went crazy in popularity when it re-released later on. So if y'all don't remember, Splitgate was basically a combination.
Okay, I've never played this before, but you should say Pixel Gun, bro. Because I loved Pixel Gun back in the day, bro. I still play it sometimes, but I stopped. My prime was like 2022, bro. I was crazy.
Of Halo and the game Portal. It was literally just a shooter where you could shoot out portals, and it honestly was cool as hell. This game was different from a lot of modern shooters and games in general, and that this was developed by just a couple people as a damn school project, which meant they had a very humble background, and you could tell that
school project and they made this shit, bro. That's crazy. They better got, bro, imagine they got like a fucking F on that shit, because like, they didn't put so, I don't know.
They wanted to strive away from the corporate greed of modern-day gaming. A lot of people recognize this, and the support for the game was huge, as a lot of players were getting tired of the modern shooters like Call of Duty. Now, you might be wondering, how could a game with so much support behind it fall off? Well, Epic Games actually contacted the developers wanting to buy out the game, and the devs declined the offer. A lot of people were in support of this decision because it was fighting against the modern live service model everyone hated, and then the game died immediately, so yeah, that was pretty much the end of that. There was a couple updates, and they even added a level builder type thing, which was pretty cool, but nothing saved at the end. At some point, they just decided to quit developing further updates, and the servers are still live to this day, but there's only a couple hundred people who play at a time. They mentioned that they were working on a new game, but I don't think we've heard anything about it since. It actually makes me sad thinking about how hard this game fell off, because this game was actually one of the more fun games on the list, and it had a lot of potential, but yeah, that was Splitgate. One of the last games I wanted to mention before some of the more recent ones is Multiverse. This game was a fighting game that was going to be the Smash Bros. Killer back in 2022. Now, I don't know how they fumbled all this shit.
Dak Prescott.
Because this game had access to...
I don't know why I just said that. Yeah, but that reminds me of my one video I did on, whatchamacallit, NFL Free Agency. That got so many views, but I racked up views. Stop going on the camera now, I'd probably fuck up.
Basically every character under Warner Brothers. I mean, they had Shaggy, Tom and Jerry, Finn and Jake from Adventure Time, Batman, LeBron James. This game peaked at over
100,000
concurrent players, and now it averages less than 100 players at a time. I couldn't tell you exactly why this game didn't stick, but a lot of people complained about lag and lack of content after the game dropped, like rank play, for example. I don't know, honestly, don't think anything could have saved this game, though. I'm not sure, but this game just felt so bad. I'm not super into fighting games because I'm straight ass low-key, but I figured I'd throw this one in. Now, finally, we got some of the more recent games that fell off, and there's actually been several as of lately for whatever reason, and I feel like this might be where it starts to get really controversial. So starting out, we got the new Fortnite modes that just came out, like...
Okay, bro. I'm gonna come on Fortnite because I still play it. What the hell do they do? The Zeus is just too overpowered. I like every other game mode. They would just remove the Zeus thing, it'd be good. It'd be good. I still like playing it. Just, I don't know.
Lego mode, rocket racing, and Fortnite Festival. Mainly I'm talking about Lego mode because it seems like they were really trying to get it to be a really big thing. And they actually were very successful with it at first. If you're not into the loop already, basically the Lego mode is Fortnite's own take on a survival game, and they made it with a bunch of Lego stuff. It actually passed even the regular Battle Royale mode's player count with over 2.4 million players just playing the Lego mode, while there was only 865,000 people playing the regular Battle Royale mode. This is wild considering it was just a new mode inside of the game, but they were treating it as if it was an entirely new game. One reason I mention this is because they created a whole set of social media.
I saw the guy Brett is born twice.
For this mode, which indicates to me that they were planning for this to be a long-term success. It's still not dead by any means, but as of now, the player count for LEGO Fortnite averages under 100k players, while the other modes are even way lower. I feel like this is kind of interesting because the LEGO mode had a really positive reception, so it's kind of surprising to me that they're not doing more for it. I feel like it just kind of suffered the survival game curse of being fun for a couple weeks and then getting boring after a while. One thing I noticed when I played is that after you get some of the better tools and reach the max village level, there wasn't really much to do, so there wasn't a point of playing anymore. Now, the last two games I want to talk about are Lethal Company and Power. Now, I know these are going to be controversial, so let me explain. So these games both dropped within the past few months, and they hit crazy peak player count. So starting out with Lethal Company, this was a game made by one dude, which hit a peak of 239,000 concurrent players at the same time.
Honestly, I never heard of that before.
Now, this game might have low-key been one of the funnest games I've played within the past few years. It hits a perfect spot of mixing horror and comedic gameplay together, which is perfect for viral growth within the content creation space. I'd say most people, including myself, probably heard about this game through a funny TikTok clip, not even knowing what the game was about. Power World also dropped right after, and it sold over 25 million units and reached a peak player count of 2.1 million players on Steam.
Bro, damn, how much and I never heard of it?
Even though these games were both loved by their player base for the most part, especially Lethal Company, they both had a really steep fall off.
Here, the reason why I'm commentating less is because, bro, I do not want this video to be that long, bro.
Player counts losing most of their player base within the first month or so. Now, I wouldn't consider these games to be dead at all because they both still have a respectable player base, but I still feel like it says a lot about the modern era of gaming. The majority of games that I mentioned all had a fall off for a similar reason, and that's because they weren't prepared for the near future of their own games. Even though these games are well received by millions of people even at launch, pretty much all the games failed to maintain the attention of their player base. You see, I feel like the problem isn't 100% on them either. A huge part of the issue is that nowadays we're kind of all a bunch of cocomelons and have the attention span of a fly. On top of this, the modern age of gaming allows us to have so many options to play, which can make it difficult to stick to a game for.
Well, bro, I like playing games, but I just can't, bro, and don't really find games fun anymore. I don't know. No, that doesn't make. No, it's not like that. It's just if you like.
As long as we used to. Even though this is kind of our fault partially, I feel like if these games want to keep up with their player base, they need to start adapting more. So many of these games drop and become a huge success right off the rip, and then they're completely dry for several months and they lose everything. Obviously, the game being dry is going to drive their player base away, and most of these games won't be able to recover from that. I remember when Apex Legends came out, it was a huge success when they dropped, but one of the reasons I think they were able to stick, unlike most other battle royales, is that they planned way ahead of launch. Pretty much as soon as the game came out, they already released a roadmap for what was going to happen in the future of the game. I think that if new games want to succeed past their launch, they need to start having content ready not just for the launch, also for the...
Alright, bro, so that's the end of this video, but what I mean by, like, me not enjoying games is, I mean, they're fun as crap to play, it's just, like, when you're not playing with your friends, it just isn't that fun.
Months following the release. The goal of this video isn't to shit on y'all's favorite game, but mostly one, just to entertain y'all, and also just to explain my thoughts on the current state of gaming. We just passed 1,000 subs at the time of making this video, and I can't express enough how much I appreciate it. I also got a new Discord server that I'll pin in the comment section.
Yeah, I just found this guy. Yeah, just watch this video, that's why. Alright. Peace, guys. Let me do the chair spin. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye. Chair spin! Oh my god!